whatever it is that we want to be involved with, since we're part of their family, they can be booked through ASAP Entertainment as well. We have not, unfortunately not yet, we have not done any outside group photo shoots together outside of Washington and Oregon. Now, I'm not including, our 3 Vixens out of state, because, again, they're there on their own doing their thing as far as photo shoots, but we have yet to leave Washington and Oregon to get to a state where we can do something out of state, if that's what anybody is asking. But we're willing to travel if they want to book us. We do really, really well together as a large group. Of course, smaller quantities is easier to work with, but we have done several all Vixens must attend photo shoots before this entire year, actually. So they're a little bit harder because there's more girls involved, but it's so worth it. It is so worth it, and that's another thing that makes us very unique. Is the other, not so bad, the other alternative horror model groups, but we have the largest amount, especially within the ones that we do know around here, not far from our areas. We have the largest amount of girls, and I think that's another reason we turn heads. We have so many different looks and diversity, and we're just so capable of doing, all these different types of shoots and looks. Most of the time, we like to try to be, if we go to any type of, horror cons, we're looking forward to the Paracon. It's going to be a new thing for us with ASAP Entertainment. But most of the horror cons, Comic-Cons, we go in our own character. The Sinister Sarah character, the Cruella de Kill character, we'll go in our character different looks, but it's still our character storyline. But if anyone has a certain or specific type of look they would like us to do, we are all for it. We get asked to do so many different types of things. We love people to approach us and say, hey, I know you're Sinister Sarah, or I know you're Mombi, but I really see you being a witch or a scary chopped up unicorn or something like that. We can do it. We are aimed to impress, and do not underestimate our creativity, because we will make it happen. We've pulled a lot of those looks together, so we can do it.
So, the one thing you said you were looking forward to doing is investigating more, and
mm-hmm.
when ASAP puts something together, there's going to be investigations involved, so we'll have to take you on a tour and show you how to do things. I don't know who's going to show you up there, but we'll show you how the South gets her done when we come up there. The South is a little different from the North now. I know you know that,
mm-hmm.
but
yes.
The NOLA boys do it a little different than the Texas girl, but when we get it together, you ought to see the stuff that we actually capture. Kevin and I actually and Melissa actually were in Tyler at a conference, and we actually were using the Echovox and the recorder and caught a really cool capture from the Echovox, and it was pretty cool because Kevin had heard somebody whispering in his ear. And I'm like, well, it ain't me. I'm like, well, it ain't me, bud, And he's like, well, somebody was whispering in my ear like that, and then you hear the Echovox go, us. So it was really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we get a lot of cool results when we mix her up, and I like the energy that those guys bring. So of course we got to bring the guys from NOLA up, and I love Northwest. So anytime that ASAP has anything up there, I'm hoping that I get to join. But I'm really glad that you girls are doing this, because it's really cool to have another aspect to what we do. It's not all scary, and there's not all these scary, freaky clowns and stuff like that. You guys are scary, but you're not like, I don't know. There's a couple of creepy. Now I like clowns, and the creepier clown, the better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm really into. I dig those. Chip and some other friends of mine, not so much. They don't like the creepy clowns, but creepy chicks. Okay, I'm all right with that. I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the paranormal are all right with that.
Well, there is, you had mentioned that you're, was it the vampire or woman? Okay, now you had mentioned that someone said to her she's wicked. For us, that's a compliment. We're like, and?
That's what I told her too. I said, they're saying you're beautiful, in their own weird way. They're saying you're gorgeous, So
right.
It means wickedly beautiful is what I'm trying to tell her, So, that's what you guys are too, and it's why the whole group of you is like totally different. Every one of you has the different look. Every one of you has the different background and the different, interest, and but some are all, moms, and it's crazy because you don't look at you guys and go, oh yeah, there's like they got kids, and you just see this really creepy cool chick, and it just, I like the dimension that it adds, and I just think it's cool. So I just had to have you on to talk about it.
Right. I mean, I have to say that my grandmother thinks it's finally cool now. She's here visiting from League City, Texas right now, and she was like, "You're doing what? On what radio?" And she's just, I'm like, "Well, Grandma," and I was like, "Don't you remember all these pictures? My Bride of Frankenstein shoot I saw you, I sent you," and she's like, "Well, yeah, that was cool. You're not a devil worshiper, are you?" Things like that. And I'm like,
Lord.
No. We don't get down like that. This is
no, we don't roll like that.
No, we just
don't worry, Grandma.
I have to make sure that we make that clear because again, a lot of us are moms, even the ones that are not. We still love kids. We don't want to eat your kids or anything like that. We might want to put your kid in one of our photo shoots as a scary, creepy kid ghost or something like that. But we don't do anything like that.
A little Chucky.
Exactly. Right.
Well, so there's another question in the chat room. What's your favorite horror movie?
Oh, you never ask a Vixen that. You know why? Because the list is endless.
Okay, let's just say the one that comes to mind, the one that just sticks out and comes to mind.
I have to say that the top one, and it's a more recent. I mean, it's not new at all. I would have to say it's probably at least about 9 or 10 years old. I'm really into the older classic ones, but I have to say that the one that stands out to me the most because it just got under my skin was A House of a Thousand Corpses.
Oh yeah.
I am a huge Rob Zombie fan. He has been doing really well with his horror filming lately. Although The Witches of Salem, what was it? The Witches of Salem. The one, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Oh gosh, now I'm starting to sound ridiculous. There's just so many, but let's just go back to The House of a Thousand Corpses. That one really, really, really got under my skin, and I think I got really infatuated with it because of all the different types of special effects that they used, and just how extreme they went with their characters. When they took the guy with the glasses and they made him a half man and half mermaid and sat him up on the table, I mean that to me was like, I could do that. My mission today is to go and find how to make a mermaid tail, and I'm going to attach it to me and put myself on a table. I mean, it was just really cool, that is one of my most favorite ones, and actually we were thinking about trying to do our version of a House of a Thousand Corpses, like a scene from the photo shoot, but it's been done so many different times by different groups. That is another thing we aim for, is to just be unique and different. And all of us have our favorite fantasy scene that we're trying to make happen. We have a list of at least 80 to 100 theme ideas for shoots. And this being summertime now, the next one we're looking to do, if anybody has a cabin locally in the Northwest or would like to pay for us to get over to where they have an amazing cabin over on the East Coast, that'd be great. We want to do like an 80s type horror theme photo shoot, kind of Crystal Lake, Friday the 13th type of theme, but I won't go into any more details than that. But we need a cabin. If there's anybody who wants a group of really crazy, cool, creepy, beautiful girls out there with a cabin, we are your girls.
Let me talk to my buddies in Seattle. I bet I can maybe round you up a cabin for them. I know that my buddy Matt may know somebody. They have a lake house, if that could work.
That is perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll hook you up with that, but we only have a few more minutes left, and
sure,
you may watch it because people may be trying to book you so they can keep you, because there's a couple saying, if we book them, can we just keep them? So,
well, yeah, keep us.
Yeah.
Well, that depends. That depends. If they're willing to find us a Vixens of Horror mansion, that would be great. They could find all of us all in one location. I mean, they could have us with our kids there. We just have some place we need to be located centrally, and then they can have us in a huge Vixens of Horror mansion. That would be great. But we keep talking about that. I also wanted to just mention that we are available, again, for any other type of booking, events, paracons, anything like that. We like to do things as a group, but sometimes it'll be one or two girls have a specific look that someone likes for a film or for a photo shoot or something, or only need a few girls for one event, and that's totally fine too. It's all love, all sister family stuff here. We support each other. The more the merrier, the more of us, the merrier. It is going to be that much of a better event if we're all booked together, because we turn heads. We do really well together as a group, and we definitely bring in the crowd. So I just wanted to add that in there too. And I'm actually looking forward to bombarding ASAP Entertainment with all this Vixen stuff, because they're going to be like, okay, we did the right thing by asking these girls to be a part of our family. They're going to get hit up here pretty quick, I think.
Well, I hope so. I hope we do get up to the Northwest, but I want you to stay on the line with me while I do a couple of announcements, and I want to thank you again for being on the show and the Vixens of Horror. I will get to you girls eventually. There's 15 of you, so give me some time, but I will have you on and get your stories. I definitely want to talk to the girls in Hella Paranormal, because, they probably had a couple of experiences that I'd like to hear about too. So
definitely.
I'll be talking to each one of them though, for sure. And again, thank you. Again, look them up, Vixens of Horror. They have a Facebook page, website, and everything else. So check them out. And
thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. I want to thank my sponsors, of course, our wonderful ASAP Entertainment LLC family, and Syntex Roof Systems in Waco, Texas. My brother will hook you up. There's also a company called Lavelle that I have been working for, and I want to say Thrive on real quick. If you want to know more about that, just ask me. The events that we got coming up, I'm going to go through about September, because I've got so many that I'll have you on here forever. But for the one, we've got July 18th in Lewisville, Texas. It's called the Supernatural Expo, and it's put on by 24 Hour Paranormal. They do have a Facebook page with a link for the tickets there. In August, the 28th and 29th, our awesome ASAP family is putting on their first inaugural event at the Hill House Manor, and there's a lot of cool people going to be there too, so get your tickets for that. And in September 25th through the 27th in Biloxi, Mississippi, is the Gulf Coast Paracon, and that is going to be a lot of fun. So please get your tickets for all those. If you will, go check out Close to Death's Facebook page and FEAR Paranormal Society's page, and you will get all of these event flyers with ticket information on there. Again, Sarah, thank you very much.
Thank
Everyone
you.
have a great week, and I will see you next week. Peace out.